And we are back.
Back again, part 3,
Episode 40.
That train was not as done as we thought.
No, we jumped the gun, but it's okay.
Yeah. Call it quits. We're done.
Season of the Vampyr. A little October.
That was terrible.
Can
you tell we've been recording for a while?
We'll cut that one out.
We've been at this for a minute now. He's all right.
But
there we go. Much
go.
better. Much better. I told you I had no business.
I'll redeem you. Yeah.
We're back in it. October, catching up on October. All the spooky shit we've watched.
Would you say that we've hit the anniversary mark?
Oh yeah.
Timeline wise?
Oh yeah. Let me see.
I
yes, I guess I should have said as of the movies. We probably should have ended the last episode like this.
Yeah, we'll start it.
The movies I watched when I watched The Black Phone and Halloween Town, it was our 1-year anniversary.
Nice.
Yes.
I would have. I was gonna bring it up because I figured you had all your movies dated. I don't date mine.
No, you don't.
No.
Well, hey, I mean, perfect, because I'm right. This next movie I'm getting ready to talk about was on the 15th.
Okay, so
perfect.
Yep. So it's been 1 year, you guys, of our podcast.
1 year. Film and Chase watch everything.
Just want to take a moment and be like, I'm glad we came this far.
Hey, it's good to be here.
It is.
I was going to forget all about it
year.
because we were so late in the game recording this, but hey, it has been a good year. A whole year, bud.
Yep.
1 year, 40 episodes. Beautiful.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. From the year of the wolf to the year of the bat. Oh, perfect. You still got it.
I was almost not ready.
So, should we just keep this train rolling?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Here's to another
Full
year.
Full steam ahead.
And we're going to drop into this new year of Phil and Chase Watch Everything with Drop.
Nice.
Little thriller on Peacock.
Is that the one where she goes on the date?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, sure is.
I didn't really care to
see it.
Yeah.
Which is understandable because what you see is what you get. It is that movie for sure. I mean, it is exactly however you feel about it. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It was fine. But truth be told, it is a ridiculous premise. I do feel like the thing that brought me more joy than watching this movie was that the guy who does the Onyx, the fortuitous stuff, did a review of this movie in character as Onyx, and it really was fun watching him talk about this movie. And you know, it's one of those things where like I feel like especially you and I, sometimes we watch movies and we overlook a lot of the stupid shit sometimes.
Try to at least.
Or at least we just don't bring it up, you know?
Yeah.
It's not at the forefront of our mind. We're willing to overlook certain things for the enjoyment of a flick.
I try not to drag movies.
Right, you know, but like then sometimes, you know, you watch things like that. You watch people review it. Some people might listen to our podcast and be like, never thought about that, but it is kind of stupid, isn't it?
Now that you say it out loud,
yeah, actually. And like, when he was like riffing on Drop, I was like, you know, now that you mention it, like this movie was fucking stupid, wasn't it? He's like, what's scarier than drops? You know? It's like you're getting a drop. It's like it's true. It's like you're not even airdrops because of legal reasons with Apple. Digi drops. And there's a lot of shit that it's just like it's supposed to be set in Chicago, but at the same time, like if you know Chicago at all, you're looking at the skyline like, what fucking place is this? We even Googled it. We were so curious as to what the hell we were looking at. We Googled it. It's Ireland. somewhere in Ireland, and they're like, yeah, it's Chicago. I'm
like, little
yeah,
Chicago, what?
With that fucking giant high rise that everybody goes and gets dinner in, Chicago. So fucking,
but not Chase.
No, not me.
You don't like high rises.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't know about it one way or the other. It was real, not my thing.
I saw Bloodlines. You ain't kidding.
Yeah, right? You fucking kidding me? I just I don't think there's anything I can really say about this movie that just is of any relevance, really. I mean, I don't think anything really stuck out to me.
Yeah, I saw the trailer and I was like, that's a no for me, dog. Yeah. I was just like,
yeah. And it was almost one of those movies where clearly there's a mystery at play.
Right.
Know? But sometimes, I don't know if you ever have this with some movies where it's no matter how this mystery is resolved, it will not be satisfying.
Yeah.
There's no answer to my question that's making me feel that'll be a cool movie if this is how that ends. Every suspect, I'm like, I don't know. I don't really care. It's whatever.
This is just kind of silly.
It's one of them. I know that. And then by the time it reveals who it is, you're like, okay,
cool.
I guess.
Right.
Cool. And honestly, one of the big things about the Onyx review was when he pointed out the opening of this movie is totally unearned. It's so crazy and intense and emotional, but it's not earned at all. It just kind of happens, and then it, when you're not thinking about it too much, you don't realize it. But when somebody on the internet points it out in a review, you're like, yeah, that really didn't have a whole lot to do with anything else, did it? No, not really, because. I don't know, I feel like I should just tell you, because it's exactly what you think.
I'm probably not going to watch it.
And so the fucking, literally, the opening scene is this main chick, and she's being attacked by her husband, I believe, and he's got a gun on her and is gonna shoot her, but then their 2-year-old goes and he pulls the gun on the 2-year-old. So I'm gonna fucking kill you, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody, and he's losing it. He's just losing his shit. And then it sets it up to make it look like she had the gun, and they cut away in a way that makes you just assume that she pulled the trigger and killed her husband and saved her son and all that shit. So then when everything goes down and it reveals who the person is and why she is the one that they targeted for all this, they're basically it all comes down to them needing a patsy, and they were well, you've killed somebody before, but she didn't. She hadn't killed this guy. And so when he was breaking this down in his review, I'm like, this is a great point. What was all of that? You're riding off of well, you killed that one person before, so I guess you'd be a good person to pin this murder on. Interesting.
I don't think that's how that works.
But it's for somebody who's slick enough to have set up this whole operation that you're pulling, you didn't do enough research to find out that she never pulled the trigger. Old dude killed himself.
Yeah.
But even if she had, that's why you're gonna pin it on her,
because she defended herself against an abusive husband?
She defended What?
You murdered someone. No, she killed someone to save her and her child's life. It's not the same thing.
The guy she's on the date with gives her a gift, and it's a hockey puck for the Chicago U.S. hockey team, not the Blackhawks. I was like, that is fucking funny. Yeah, drop. It's okay. If you. It's definitely an easy 6.57 for sure. It's if you see the trailer and you're like, okay, fuck it, watch it. It's exactly what you think it's gonna be. So if you think you're not gonna like it, don't fucking watch it then.
Yeah, kind of where I'm at with it.
Yeah,
I guess I'll watch it if someone's like, let's watch this.
Yeah.
I'll be like, we can, but even then I'll be like, let's just keep looking first. We'll put this one in the back pocket.
Yeah. It was fine. I mean, it could have been stupider. You know what I mean? Like for a movie like it was, like could have been far more dumb. Like just eye-rollingly, like come the fuck on.
Right.
But it wasn't, to its credit. So that's something.
So there is that, I guess.
Yeah.
Nose drop.
Nose drop.
I'm assuming you don't have much more to
say on it. No.
Yeah.
No.
I feel you. So
it's only getting better.
I've tried to do it so many times. Didn't think this one through. I watched Vampyr.
Okay, like the old ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was a German flick.
I believe so.
That like got restored.
I believe so.
Is how that went down.
It's old.
It is old, and I realized something with old movies. A lot of reading.
Yes.
A lot of reading. I feel like it wasn't a silent film, but there just was not very heavy in dialogue.
Gotcha.
There just wasn't a whole lot of speaking that was going on, because a lot of it was like, you know, it's like the table setting. So like it has the scene explaining like what dude's going through and kind of like where he's at, and then it just drops you into like, now you can see it.
Gotcha.
Type shit.
Gotcha.
So I mean, it was fine. A little boring, I will say.
Yeah.
Cause then it's like, so there's the reading for setting up the scenes, and then this dude has like the book, and he's reading more about vampires, and so then it'll just stop on the page, and so then there is reading also in that aspect. So there was just like a lot of reading, which is, you know, I don't care.
Right.
Like that doesn't really bother me. Enjoyed it. Got a little sleepy there towards the end, but it was also like a late night flick. I already watched The Invitation.
Yeah.
And then this was like the other vampire movie on HBO Max that I saw. So I was like, season of the Bat, so why not check it out? So I did. It was decent. Glad they restored it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's been one on my list to check out.
Well, it's on HBO Max.
I definitely I got some vampire flicks coming up, but I definitely went a little rogue. I think because I started so early, because I got gung ho and started watching them before October. I didn't really fit as many in to October.
Right.
But yeah, so my next one, I watched Scream. Belle had never seen it before.
Interesting.
She'd never seen it before.
Well, yeah, she's not big into horror.
No, she's not. So why would she have?
Yeah.
But, you know, her best friend came over, and her best friend loves Scream. You know, has Ghostface tattoo, like all she loves Scream. She's meeting Matthew Lillard in December. She's over the fucking moon about it. She's geeked. So she was over, and we're like, we should watch something spooky. What should we watch? And we were like on the cusp of watching Jeepers Creepers,
which I've almost watched like 3 different times.
We had it pulled up, ready to go, and I just was not feeling it. Like I've never been too big on Jeepers Creepers. Like
I've never watched it through its entirety.
I hear you.
So that's one I will at some point watch, and then save the second one for a season of the sequel.
Sounds good.
I think that's kind of my game plan moving forward.
So we were like queued up, ready to go. Had it pulled up and everything, but we're like, yeah, we'll step outside. We'll smoke a little bit and we'll come back in. Well, then we ventured outside to where we are now, and we decided to. I'm flipping through shit on the TV, and it got brought up that Bill had never seen Scream. And she's like, well, we can turn it on out here. Like, let's do it. Let's watch Scream. So, yeah, the 3 of us sat here on the couch and fucking watched Scream outside in the dark. And it was fun, man. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I'm sure for Belle's first time, it was nowhere near as scary as it was for, like, Lizzie and I watching it for the first time.
Right.
Because it really is one of those movies that, like, the first time I ever saw Scream, was the perfect like recipe for it to
Right.
be terrifying. I was
Like,
home alone,
yeah,
like
probably like 6 years old.
no, I wasn't 6. I was like more like 16 at the time, but still, like you gotta remember, I didn't get into horror movies till
That is true.
I was 13
That
years
is
old
true.
at least. But yeah, the first time I was home all by myself, and that opening scene with Drew Barrymore, and I'm just like, oh my god, it was crazy. This time around watching it, I just kept, even though I know I tried to do this recently and I couldn't do it. It was making me want to rewatch a scary movie. Like,
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
What's up? And so yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, it holds up. Scream is awesome. It's definitely one of the greats.
Yeah.
I just wish the franchise would get its shit together.
Yeah, I still enjoyed the franchise for the most part.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like it's teetering.
Yeah, I feel like the last one had me teeter a little bit.
You know, Scream 6 made me start questioning franchises as a whole. Scream 6 was the one that finally broke me on franchise fatigue. I was just like, okay, maybe I'm starting to feel it.
Can we stop now, please?
Which is funny because it almost does sound like I'm talking detrimentally about the Scream franchise, when in actuality it was Scream 6. It was the one out of the 6 movies that I was like, I don't know about this anymore, guys.
I was fun all the way up until here.
And I think I just say the franchise because they're turning around and making another one in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, it used to be like a little bit more spread out. Like every like 3 or 4 years they'd come out with one, and not like every other.
Well, like my thing is like those first 3 would have come out all like in a close period of time. But even then, they're covering different aspects of horror movies that like it hadn't been done.
Yeah.
Scream did it for the first time. And then the second one was like, well, when you're in a horror movie sequel, here are the rules. Like if you're in a horror movie trilogy, here are the rules. But then they put a pause on that. They went away for like 10 years. The rules of horror movies changed in 10 years.
Right.
And they were totally different. And Scream 4 got into all that. It's like, yeah, the rules have changed. And that was like their whole angle.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when Scream 5 came along, you know, love it or hate it, it's like we're in the age of these like legacy reboots. That's the new rule. That's what they went with. Scream 6 is just a slasher movie.
Yeah,
it's
honestly.
just a slasher sequel. It's not a Scream movie. It's, you know, it's just like, yes, it's all the Scream elements. But it's not what makes a Scream movie,
it's not,
you know?
Yeah.
And for them to turn right around and be like, oh yeah, then Scream 7. But it's like, but what are you doing? You're just being a slasher movie now. Like, that's it. Like, you know, Scream was something very specific. And now you're turning it into what, you know?
Right.
The run-of-the-mill shit. It's now becoming a snake eating its own tail.
Yeah.
It's just...
I can see that. And I think that's also kind of the problem that I felt like I had with Scream 6, where it's just like with everything you just said. So
put it to rest. We'll come back to it in 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think you ever have to completely kill a franchise.
No.
But sometimes just you gotta let it breathe.
Oh yeah.
It's like when you like pop open like a wine. Sometimes you just gotta let it air out a little bit before you pour your glass. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to, just because people are watching doesn't mean you have to turn like, oh, well, now we need to make 4 more like, right now. Right. It's like
we'll still come watch it.
Jenna Ortega's hot right now, so we gotta get them all in while we can. It's like you don't have to.
You don't have to.
You know,
you could make Killer Clowns from Outer Space too. It's been fucking 40 years, so probably longer.
I think it came out in 85, so 40.
Oh shit, on the dot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could be wrong. But I know it was in the 80s. So 85 was just the number that jumped out to me. But yeah, I feel you. Yeah, so the belt did.
You said it with such confidence.
I know.
I said absolutely. Yep, 1985.
It sounds right.
Sure.
So did Belle think? Did she enjoy it?
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
nice.
She dug it.
Did the twist get her?
Yes, it did, but like she had suspected suspected both of them.
Right.
And she said it kind of made me. She's like, it kind of made me feel good that like the two people that I suspected ended up being the people. It's like, hey, I get it. The thrill of solving a mystery.
It's fun to do.
Yeah.
Any more to add on Scream?
No, not this time around.
All right. Fucking
you're making me want to move my vampire movies up.
The next one that I have is Day Shift.
Okay, the
with
Jamie Foxx,
Dave Franco. We'll say was just okay.
I was gonna say that Day Shift kind of felt like dropped to me when I saw the trailer. I was like, I feel like I know what I'm getting with this.
It was fine.
It looked fine.
I didn't really laugh. Didn't really find the humor very funny. So I think that was probably also part of it for me, where it's just like, this movie's just not really clicking.
Yeah.
We're not on the same wavelength here. And that's fine. As far as vampire movies goes, it was okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how I felt about the vampires. They're a little... I don't know. I get, like, like they're superhuman and shit like that.
Right.
But I don't know. I just don't know if I necessarily cared for their take.
Well, I guess I'll ask you this question. Because I asked a similar question last year in the Season of the Wolf. So if you're going vampires, like, what's your vampire of choice? Like, what to you is, like, your favorite rendition of a vampire? Because you get your more monstrous vampires sometimes that are, less human. You get your sparkle vampires with Twilight,
Yeah.
The more traditional rule set to a vampire.
I think I would say I lean more towards, like, the traditional vampire.
I feel you.
You can't be out at night, stake through the heart, all that kind of shit. I feel like I enjoyed more. I guess, like, if I were to put, like, a least favorite, I'd probably say it would be more of, like the monstrous, just, like, unhuman.
Like 24/7, like, monstrous vampire, like, or, like, once transformed.
Like,
you prefer that, like, once transformed, you prefer a human with fangs as opposed to
like a demonic creature.
I feel you. For me, I feel like I got a bit of a sliding scale with that. But I agree with you. Like, I'd rather it be more human looking. But in certain circumstances, I will accept the monstrous.
Yeah. I have one on the list that I would give a pass to.
Okay.
But we can get there, or I can do it now.
What is it?
Afflicted.
Oh, fuck yeah. We'll get back to that. Yeah, because, like, I mean, I think of, like, From Dusk Till Dawn,
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I can dig it. I can dig on them being a little bit more monstrous, like, but to me, like, they're still a little human. You know what I mean? Like, it's the ones that are, like, full blown, like, creatures. I'm just like, I don't know. That's not my thing for vampires.
Right. While we're talking about it, it got brought up, and I forgot to mention it when we talked about Dracula. Well, the one gripe I had was that it was either or on whether they can turn into a bat or a wolf. Yeah. I was like, just be a bat. Don't add the wolves.
Quit trying to be a wolf.
The wolves have their own thing. They turn into werewolves. Okay,
yeah.
Just be a bat. Other than that, and I'm cool with even the transforming into bats. I feel like it's not always done.
No, not always. You see it far more often than the wolf thing. However, I will say,
I feel like the wolf thing they dropped pretty.
I've seen the wolf thing in other things, but always confused me because it's always so bat heavy. Like, I do feel like somewhere along the way they're like, the wolf thing's confusing. so let's just not do it.
Yeah.
But like honestly, for me, seeing it in Dracula, I now like forgive it completely. If I ever see it again,
I mean, because it's been said,
right? I'm
you
like,
know,
okay, so
if you said that they can,
in the way back, you know, when people were first talking about vampires, if these are the traditional rules set in place, I allow it. Okay,
yeah,
they can turn into wolves sometimes,
and I can understand like the demonic, like more creature like vampires, just because I don't know, like the whole thing was like involved with like Satan and like demonic shit. It's kind of like what they associate with vampires.
And sometimes like you get a lot of like, well, even the Lost Boys, when they become vampires, they're like, wow, you know, they're a lot scarier looking. They don't just have the fangs like but I feel like, yeah, that's fine with me being a little monstrous, but like when it comes to the rules of vampires, traditional guy over here, almost a prude of
I don't want you to just like shoot a vampire and it dies.
No, fuck that. I need, you gotta the stake. And here's what else I don't want to see, Phil. I don't want to see you stake a vampire in the heart or use garlic or something and none of it works.
Or holy water.
You know, don't give me that shit.
Or the beheading.
Yes, it's just like you can do any of that, but like don't do it and then it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just made up. What? No. Them's the rules. Like,
no, you die now.
again, there are exceptions. There are definitely times I've seen them be like, yeah, that's just made up bullshit. And I'm like, okay, that's all right. They're like the garlic thing. They'll be like, yeah, whatever. Garlic doesn't bother me. Yeah. You know? But yeah, like especially like the inviting them in thing. Like I said back, you know, when we were watching like, Sinners or whatever, I was like, oh, yeah, this is one of my favorite things about vampires. It's like, bitch, you ain't getting in my house. Yeah. You know, unless you got the invite.
Then you have a similar,
can't stay there forever.
Situation with Fright Night, where he blows up the house.
Yeah, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Should I just go into Afflicted since I brought it up? I do think I have a little bit more movies than you, so we should be okay.
If you have to justify it, go right ahead. I think it'll be okay.
And what's funny is that like I forgot to add it to the list, which is I will have talked about it probably at the beginning of like the first episode because it was like one of the first movies
Afflicted
that I watched out of the stack of movies. I just forgot to write it down, and then I was going through. I'm like, something's missing. I'm like, what did I was like? Oh, Afflicted, and so I went ahead and wrote it down. But yeah, no, it was I thought it was really good. I was happy with it. I always enjoy a good found footage
for film. Sure,
and that one was good. And I will say, they got me. And that halfway mark, when he kills his best friend or whatever, I like, and then shot himself in the head. I was like, there's no way this movie's over now. Like, I thought that's how we were going to. I thought was going to be our ending point. Was that, and it happened so fast. I'm just like, it shook me. And then like when he shot himself in the head, and he was like, "Well, that didn't work." I'm like, poor guy. Like, what happened with your brain matter? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, should you be a little off or something? Like, yeah. But yeah, so that was interesting, and then I enjoyed it. I thought,
that is one of those movies.
But he got a little monstrous if he didn't feed.
Right. Yeah.
So that's kind of where I was like, I give it the exception, because it's not, you know, once he turns into a vampire, he is monstrous, but if he doesn't feed, then
right.
He goes full vampire.
Right.
Punched his friend. Oh my god! I'm just
that's a movie. It's just one of those I've championed ever since I saw it. I saw it, you know, way back, like around the time it originally came out, and it's one that like, it's underrated. Like, I know people ain't watching Afflicted like that, and I was like,
they don't know.
You should check this out, especially when somebody's like, whenever people bring up wanting found footage recommendations, I'll probably bring it up during that conversation because it is a good one. I am a found footage fan, and it's definitely one of the good ones. Or when somebody's like, I want a good vampire movie. Oh yeah, my mind immediately goes to Afflicted because I'm like, I bet you haven't seen this shit. More times than not, they haven't.
Right.
It's
a pleasant surprise if they do.
It really is, because then we probably have a lot to talk about. We're like, yeah, fucking Afflicted. Yeah, it's cool. I like the whole setup, with like their little travel vlog and all that stuff. And it is heartbreaking in a lot of ways.
It is.
I will say my heart never breaks as much for the vampires as they do the werewolves, though.
No, because the werewolves are just sad.
Werewolves are far more tragic, 100%.
Poor werewolves.
Poor werewolves.
But also in certain situations, like, people don't ask. Well, not always. Most people don't ask to be turned into a vampire.
True.
You do have your occasional Bellas out there and shit like that.
Right.
But
say it.
but like, even like with Afflicted, where it's like he didn't ask for that. I mean, he could be happy about it because it gave him a whole new, like, extension of life because he was getting ready to die soon.
Right. Yeah.
But at what cost?
Yeah.
He killed his best friend. And it was really funny. I was almost gonna text you as I was watching this movie and be like, you know what, bud, I would stick with you through it till the end. Like if one of us, and then that was like right before the friend got murdered. I was like, maybe not.
maybe that end comes a little sooner than you thought.
I'll love you from a distance, my guy. I
will keep the cameras running. So. Keep an eye on you.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good, and also would recommend for people to watch it.
Yeah, dude. Well, my next one is apparently a classic slasher movie.
Oh,
from the 80s that I had never seen before. Probably because, like, when people say slashers, I guess you think more of Mad Men and Masks.
Right.
And not killer robots. Because when I think killer robots, I think
would you watch Maximum, or not robots, that was vehicles. I was going to say Maximum Overdrive.
No. I watched Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall?
Chopping Mall is what it's called. And it's, again, one of those movies that I see pop up, like, on a lot of people's lists. And I've known a lot of people personally who bring up Chopping Mall from time to time, and I'm just like, I guess I got to check out Chopping Mall. Like,
first I've heard. I've never even known.
I could see this having been an underrated, like, even as I was watching it, I was like, I could see where this one maybe flew under the radar back in the 80s, like when slashers were just everywhere, and it's just like, yeah, maybe you caught it, maybe you didn't, but like, basically, there's like this kind of high-tech mall. I don't know if that's a fair assessment of this mall, but for the time they had some
for
high-tech.
The 80s, it was a high-tech mall.
But they had designed these like security robots for the mall, and they were gonna like test them out, or they were getting ready to roll them out soon, or whatever. But then there was this group of teenagers, as it is, and they come to the mall to like party overnight, and then something goes haywire, and the fucking robots, as these things happen, their little whatever, their inhibitor chips that prevent them from harming humans, was right out the window.
Right.
It was fun, man. I mean, it's a fun, corny 80s slasher movie. I mean, it's got everything in it you would think is in it. It's got tits, it's got blood, it's got goofy, kills. It's got it all. It was fun. I'd watch it again.
I'll watch it for the first time.
Yeah, good.
Was it on Shudder?
Yep.
Need to get that subscription real
quick. Man, they slid me a free month. I tried canceling. They're like,
no.
You sure, bud? It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And they're like, what if we sweeten the pot? And they slid it over to me. So,
I can cancel again in a month.
3 months. Yeah. That's kind of how I felt about it.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
was disappointed to see that. I think my subscription, unless they want to slide me another free month, or you know what I'll do is I can still watch it for a few days before they gank my membership.
Right, true.
So if I can hold out for a few days before they get rid of it, the Good Boy is going on there at the end of November, and I do want to see that movie. So, good old spooky dog movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to watch it. Almost saw it in theaters.
Yeah, wanted to.
But didn't.
You and I are having vehicle troubles.
Yes.
That's why we're sitting here recording 3 episodes.
Right,
folks.
which I don't think we ever even told them.
No,
why we
didn't.
We
didn't feel the need to explain ourselves.
Yeah,
we were just
life
having so
happens,
much fun
okay?
watching our movies for October that we got lost in.
For the whole month. We're like, no, we have to.
And it's like, oh shit, but we should probably record all of this. Yeah,
that's funny.
We just forgot.
We just change the format. We just do.
Monthlies.
We just record one for 1 month and just here's what we watched for the month and break it up into 4 parts.
There you go. Hey, there might be something to this.
Right.
Yeah, you have to take notes though.
Oh, I have to. Yeah. But that's the plan.
Not that it makes a fucking difference. There's sometimes I feel like even when we're on top of it for like a weekly episode, we're still like, I don't know.
There's some movies.
I don't know what the fuck happened in that. I don't know. There's a monster and they were on an island.
Yeah. My note would be question mark.
I watched this.
I wrote it down on my piece of paper, but
I have memento tattoos that say that I watched it. So.
Oh, that's funny. Whose turn is it?
Is it your turn?
Yeah, because you watched Chopping.
Yeah, I watched Chopping.
Okay.
On Shudder. Okay, yeah. Free month and all that.
The movie that I watched.
Sponsor us.
The movie that I watched was The Gorge.
The Gorge, nice.
Because I've been wanting to watch it.
Yep.
Isn't it by the same dude that?
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Well, Scott Derrickson.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize he directed this.
Yep.
So I had a little.
That's why I'm a little jealous.
A little fun with that. It was decent. As far as like not really knowing what to expect. It's funny that you brought up my love for Margaret Qualley and Anya Taylor-Joy as I watched
Margaret Qualley and Anya Taylor-Joy
movies.
Oh, that's funny.
This month, and it was good. It was good. I enjoyed. It was a nice little story. As someone who didn't really know anything to go into it, it went in a direction that I was not anticipating.
That's exciting.
I was like, "Oh, this is what this movie's about."
Yeah,
like,
because I also, I really don't know much about it. So
it was, I wouldn't put it in like an A-class movie by any means, but it was fun. It was nice, like 7.5.
I feel it.
It was. If you have Apple TV, I'd check it out. I don't know. I'd say I'd get a subscription just to watch the movie necessarily, but just rent it at that point. You save yourself some money.
Right.
Unless you're trying to watch Ted Lasso.
Yeah, stick around, catch Platonic afterwards or something. Yeah.
But yeah, so I enjoyed it. That was.
Yeah. I bet Shudder and Apple TV were wishing that we'd review a lot more of their shit. Maybe we would if they sponsored us.
Right.
Where's it at?
I'd be watching a lot more Shudders if I had it.
So shut the fuck up and resubscribe after that free month, and we'll talk. Okay.
Oh.
In my defense, I will say this about Shudder. I was talking to Belle about this, that like I really love that as a streaming service, they still seem to put focus on like releasing their stuff in physical media. Because like for me, I mean, I know there's no way I am the only person that like subscribes to Shudder once a year.
Right.
Like I'm sure Shudder's October is like their Black Friday.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they're making
they have it circled on the calendar as their payday.
Yeah. Everybody's getting Halloween bonuses instead of Christmas bonuses.
That's how they fund the VHS movies.
Right. You want more of this crazy nonsense, so you gotta I'll keep coming back for more. But the thing with Shudder is like I really do feel like throughout the year they put good shit out. I mean, or at least interesting shit for a horror fan to be like, oh, hey, I'd check that out, you know. But they do it consistently all year round, not just in October. And even though I don't have a Shudder subscription, it's like Shudder knows that. Shudder knows that me and a ton of other people don't have subscriptions. But horror fans are still going to be interested to see this stuff, so they put it out on Blu-ray and DVD for people to get their hands on. And
hell yeah,
I think that's super awesome because, like, I know even if I can't afford a Shudder subscription, you know, I can go to the library and pick up a copy of like whatever Shudder original is popping, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, I dig that about Shudder.
That is nice.
Yeah,
good for them.
Hey, great for them.
Hell yeah.
Whose turn is it?
It's my turn.
No, you fucking liar.
Oh, yeah, because I talked about the Gorge.
The Gorge. You fucking tried to...
I did. Well, then we got on the Shudder kick, and so I didn't know if you actually talked about a Shudder movie or not. So that's my apologies. We've been recording for hours.
No. It's true. But hey, you know what I do need from you?
A little bat noise?
A little bat noise. Yeah. And we'll double it up because these two movies go together. Oh, two bats? What the fuck? So I rewatched a movie that I have not watched in a long time. Long time, buddy.
Little Vampires?
No, it was The Lost Boys 2, The Tribe.
Oh.
Yeah. And I mean, that was the one that was the earliest days of me watching horror movies was The Tribe. I mean, that would have been like 2008, 2009 when that came out.
Yeah, it was right around the time we were watching movies.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it would have definitely been like, I distinctly remember, like, we rented it from our local video store.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I watched that and was like, I dug it a lot. And then that's when our English teacher let me borrow the original. She's like, oh, well, you need to see the first one. I'm like, the first one? I'm like, oh. So, you know, it's been some time since junior high, but...
Yeah, some would say it feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, no shit. It has been quite some time since seeing The Tribe in junior high. Definitely some different feelings on it this time around. It's fine. I was actually thinking about this. This might not be the most apt way to put this, but similar to Candyman, there didn't need to be anymore. Like the original Lost Boys was good to go. It did not need sequels. Not so similar to Candyman. At least I'd rewatch these sequels as just their own vampire movies. Like,
right.
Then I could watch them and have a good time. But the fact that they're like attempting to be, and I'll even forgive the third movie more than I will the second movie as far as like being a Lost Boys sequel goes, because I feel like the only connective tissue is the Frog Brothers.
Yeah,
you know, that's it. But yeah, I mean that first one's a classic. This was the one that started it for me though. Like a lot of the horror movie stuff, like it was one of the earliest horror movies I saw. And yeah, unfortunately, the nostalgia didn't last. Keep it down for this one. It's okay, it's fine, you know. But I can see where if you grew up on the Lost Boys and then watch this, you'd be like, "What in the blue fuck is this?" And The Tribe is very much what it is. I mean, it is very much like a straight to DVD. Like it looks like the CW, you know, R-rated sequel to fucking The Lost Boys, and it's all it is, man. And I mean, it's okay. It has its moments, but yeah, I don't know. I've come a long way since I saw that in junior high. I've seen a lot more horror movies since then. That being said, though, I watched The Thirst, the third Lost Boys movie, because I bought the little 3-pack at Walmart.
Nice.
And The Thirst I had never seen. Have always wanted to, since I dug the first two movies so much, and it literally came out like the year after The Tribe or something.
Right.
Another fucking train? God damn. Do you have a train left over?
I do.
Oh, fantastic. Good thing. Now, had I watched the original Lost Boys this time around, I would have had a train.
Now, have I said Death Cure yet?
Death Cure?
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Well, there is a train in that.
Well, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to talk about it soon. Not soon enough to.
Not soon enough.
But it is getting close to that time.
Did we miss any trains? Let us know in the comments section. But yeah, so like in The Tribe, the Frog Brothers are very much just like kind of very much side characters in that movie. But The Thirst is like, it puts Edgar Frog at the forefront of the movie. The movie's about him, and it's a lot of fun. Like, compared to the second movie, like, it doesn't really take itself quite as serious, and it's a fun storyline. I mean, you follow Edgar Frog, and he's trying to take down this vampire who's trying to infect everybody. It's just like a crazy action movie, basically. A straight-to-DVD action movie, with Corey Feldman, and it was interesting. I actually did have a good time with it. I enjoyed it. But still, did I feel like these other two Lost Boys movies needed to be made? Not at all. Not at all. I'd almost prefer they just, like, if they were going to do anything else, just make a rebooted version of the original. Do you need to do that? No. But if you're gonna do something,
right,
I feel like I'd prefer it. I'd prefer you just do the thing you did the first time that worked so well, I guess.
Yeah.
Or something that, like, you'd really have to. I don't know. Let's just say it. I don't know what I would want out of a Lost Boys sequel. For it not to be made, I guess, but
yeah,
here I am. It feels weird. It feels sacrilegious to say it, because I feel like The Tribe was one of those movies so responsible for, like, getting me deeper into horror, But,
well, and it served its purpose at its time.
And it did. It sure did. It was a nice stepping stone into classic horror,
and especially to not have much footing into horror. Like, you can't help that. It did have such an impact, because there's other stuff you haven't seen yet.
For sure.
Kind of like the same thing, in the same realm as when you're talking about people living in walls.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, well, now you've seen it done better.
Yeah.
So I feel you. And is that it?
It is.
For the Lost Boys. They've been found.
And for the vampires.
That's it. That's it for your vampires?
Yep.
I have one more, technically, myself. But that's not till later. So the next movie I watched was Vicious.
Vicious?
Okay. The Dakota Fanning movie that just dropped on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Yep. Someone shared the trailer with me.
Okay.
And so I was like, when I saw it was on Paramount Plus, I hit him up. I was like, yo, that movie you told me about was on Paramount. We should watch it. And so we did. And I enjoyed it. It was kind of like pretty much set in one location.
Yeah.
It was just like pretty much Dakota Fanning the whole movie, and she did a good job. She I liked it. I will say, I felt like the ending lost me a little bit, as seems to be a trend with me with movies, where it's like it's fine, and then I'm like, well, now I just don't really know.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I think as a whole, I can appreciate it for what it was. And they chose to end it the way they wanted to, and I can't really be mad about it, but I would have done it differently.
Right.
I would check it out, though.
Check it out.
Especially if you're a fan of Dakota Fanning.
Which I am.
Do you watch The Watchers?
No, I haven't.
That's okay.
Okay, well, I'll do this one and I'll let you pop off with a few.
I do have a trilogy coming.
Well, because I have a trilogy coming as well as a two-parter. So
this is the only trilogy that I have.
So I got Wendell and Wild. I rewatched a little stop animation movie. The director that did Coraline and Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
But it is Key and Peele were like the demons. They played Wendell and Wild.
The podcast I listened to just covered that director.
Oh, nice.
So they just
Henry Selick.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Henry Selick's movies. Wendell and Wild. This is the second time I've seen it now, and I enjoy it. Not my favorite of his movies.
I think people would agree with that.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, it's okay. It's again kind of what we were just talking about. If I had seen this earlier in life, maybe if this was my first experience with a stop motion movie ever like this, I'd probably be like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm a big stop motion fan, and so this is coming long into my illustrious movie watching career. Watching stop motion movies. Yeah, it's just all right. I don't have much to add with it. There is a sense of like forced. How do I want to word this? Like, it feels very like woke in a lot of ways, but like in a very forced manner. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
there's a lot of like, we need to add a lot of representation to this movie, almost as a studio note. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it did not feel organic whatsoever.
Right. It's like, we need to have this in there.
Yeah.
I feel you.
To their credit, they wouldn't like draw a lot of attention to a lot of things, but like they filled it to the brim with like modern social issues, I feel like. And there was a lot of things that, like, you know, I feel like the same could be said about Coraline and Nightmare Before Christmas, where there's like some things in it that's like feels kind of adult for kids. But this one in particular feels the most adult. Like, this one feels the most PG-13 to me, right, in a lot of ways. It really walks that line. Yeah, Wendell and Wild.
Well, did you have another one?
We're like Wendell and Mild.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, that's it.
That's it? Yeah. So, my trilogy, and I don't really have a whole lot to say on them either, so this will
beautiful.
Kind of knock them out. The Maze Runner.
Okay. All right.
As also been noted on this podcast before, I am a fan of Dylan O'Brien.
That you are.
And Netflix just recently added them all. And I only watched the first two. I never did actually finish the trilogy. So I was like, I will watch it. And so, yeah, I watched all three.
Weren't there 4 of those? Was one of them not a 2-parter? Or am I mistaken about that? Are you like, oh, fuck.
Well, I might be having to watch a 4th one then. I'll look into this after the podcast. But the way it felt, it was pretty much wrapped up at the end of the 3rd one. You
just watched part 2 of
that. No.
Stop. I've never seen any of them. I always heard good things ever since the first one came out. Pretty sure from you.
Well, that's possible. Because I did enjoy them, and I still did. I will say that they kind of have like a scary element to them.
The dystopian sci-fi sort of way.
Well, and there's like zombie-like people that have been infected by like the sun radiation.
I have no idea.
It was. Yeah,
I literally know like nothing about the Maze Runner other than the running through the maze.
Yeah.
There's really not much I know about it. So it in a lot of ways it does kind of excite me because I feel like when I sit down to watch it, I'm in for.
I feel like it's a good watch.
That's what I hear, and I feel like it's almost like a very low key underrated franchise.
I feel like it is.
Just because, like, you know, I feel like it got buried under the Hunger Games and
Yeah.
Twilight and like.
And I do know I meant to look it up because I wanted to talk about it. Like Dylan O'Brien got fucked up making those movies. He was like doing a stunt.
Oh,
and
yeah,
like it went like horribly wrong, and he was like in like a bad place for like I wanted to look it up because I wanted to see exactly what the stunt was, because in the third one there is like a little train heist in the beginning. So I was like, I wonder if he went to jump from this car to the train and missed the train and like fucked himself up. Yeah. That's what I was wondering. But then you'd think he'd just be dead because the car would run him over. So I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know.
I'm not a stunt man.
I do know something happened and he got hurt pretty bad. Damn. So glad that he's still acting.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't really, I mean, I think it's worth the watch. If you're looking for a nice little trilogy to kind of get into, I think it still holds up pretty well.
For sure. I mean, like I said, I've always heard good things, so I'll definitely check it out.
But yeah, enjoy them. So
check it out. Well, I got a trilogy, and I got some opinions.
But is this where these hot takes are coming into play?
Yeah, there's some hot ones in this. Basically,
I feel like you said you were full of hot takes.
Basically, the hot takes I'm full of are all about to happen right now.
Okay, you just been heating up over there with all those hot takes.
All right, yeah, I've been simmering.
You don't need the heater.
I'm at my boiling point, yeah. Because these next 5 flicks, I got shit to say that not everybody's going to agree with. So my trilogy that I watched, I started watching the Halloween movies. Now, because I've seen this franchise and like various movies so many times, it's a franchise I'm not so precious with. Whenever I sit down to watch it, I don't have to watch it like in order. I will just jump around from whatever fucking point I want to start at. Especially because there's like 3 or 4 different like timelines in this franchise. But this time around, I decided that I was going to start on like the new trilogy. So that's the Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends.
Yep.
As I was rewatching Halloween 2018, I swear to God, I think I like this movie less and less every time I see it. It feels really weird, but like if I was making a list, and I'd have to watch some of the middle Halloween movies again. Those are probably the ones I've seen the least amount of time. But if I had to make a ranking of my list, Halloween 2018 might just be sitting flat at the bottom. And a lot of people are going to go, what the fuck are you talking about? Just right there with me saying this. That alone is a hot take, and I know it. Like, I know for me to say Halloween 2018 is the worst Halloween movie is some shit. I know. But like I said, I'm sure it's probably not the bottom. I'm sure it's probably a few steps, but it'd definitely be in that bottom 5. I have no doubts about that. And what's wild to me about it is the very first time I saw it when it came out in 2018, I actually really liked it a lot.
You just gradually just liked it less and less.
I gradually came to dislike it. And it's funny because I thought about why the reason for that might be. And I might have an answer here coming up. But the first time I watched it, I really enjoyed it. I really did. And my thing about it was when they announced that it was going to be a trilogy, that's when it started. That's when it started for me being like, I'm not so sure how I felt about this now. Because in my, like the first time I saw it, I was like, this is a perfect like 1-2 punch for like, there's the OG Halloween and then there's Halloween from 2018, and it's a perfect 2-parter, a perfect bookend to here's the beginning of the story, here's the end of the story 40 years later. Perfect, beautiful, put a kibosh on it. It's done, Dunsky. Well, that's not.
But we weren't.
That's not the history we live in. They decided to make 2 more anyways. And I was like, all right, well, I love Halloween. I love Michael Myers. I will definitely see. I'm wearing my hoodie right now.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, I'll ride this out and see where it goes. Halloween Kills comes out. Audiences not quite as receptive to Halloween Kills as they were Halloween 2018. Have you seen any of these?
I've seen all of them.
All three of these?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Even better. So Halloween Kills comes out. Not everybody's super crazy about it. But I'm like, I fucking love this movie. Even the first time I saw it in theaters, I was like, I fuck with it. And if I'm not mistaken, when I got the job at the movie theater, first thing I fucking did was go and see Halloween Kills with my discount. I was like, yeah. I'm going to see that for sure. But then, of course, it was playing like when I first started working there, so I caught bits and pieces of it all the time.
Right.
After that, and yeah, people weren't as crazy about it. But here's where another hot take comes into play. One, this is I think I got my answer. I think. Okay, when I found out it was going to be a trilogy, I became a little lukewarm to Halloween 2018. When I saw Halloween Kills, I fucking hated Halloween 2018. And like after that, I was like, I don't give a shit. Halloween 2018 was awful. Like I'm not a fan of it because Halloween Kills fucking rocks. Sucks.
It was the nail in the coffin.
It was. I really am a big fan of Halloween Kills to the extent that, again, I'm kind of watching all the other movies right now. Other than the original Halloween, that aside, I might say Halloween Kills is my favorite. If somebody's just like casually wants to throw a Halloween movie on, let's watch Halloween Kills every fucking time.
Because it kills.
Infinitely rewatchable, in my opinion, because it is. If you want to watch Michael Myers do what he does best, it also has the best Halloween vibe of all of them, I feel like. The setting of Halloween and all that. And you're picking up right where that first one left off. And that's the saving grace for 2018 is you can't have Halloween Kills without Halloween 2018. Is it awful? No, it's not awful. But like, I don't know why, but I just like it less and less and less every fucking time I watch it. On the flip side of that, as I'm watching Halloween Kills this time around, it's the only rewatch on my list that is in contention, very strong contention for my favorite movie of October.
Nice.
It is like steadily, and I checked to see how many times I've seen it since it came out. I've seen it 4 times. This is my 4th time, and this time around I'm like, this is the best fucking Halloween movie I've ever watched. I love Halloween Kills. The kills in it are just fucking insane. I love all of the story beats. Like, I think like it's fucking awesome. I have such a good time. Other than when they kill Judy Greer at the end. It makes me sad every time. Even though I know it's going to happen now. I'm just like, fuck off with killing Judy Greer. It's not cool.
She didn't appreciate that.
Not one bit. But like, it also, I feel like I started to kind of like, okay, I see what they're doing here with this trilogy. While everybody else was falling off, I was getting on. I was like, wait, guys, wait, hear them out. I think they're cooking here, Well, then Halloween Ends came out. And the first time I saw it, this was only my 2nd time watching Halloween Ends, which is crazy because the first time I watched it, I'm like, God damn it, I got to rewatch this movie. Because everybody fucking hated Halloween Ends when Halloween Ends came out. But the first time I watched it, I was like, how is everybody hating this movie? Well, I knew the answer to that question. I knew why everybody hated it, and it's because of the lack of Michael Myers.
Yeah.
And it's like they totally went in a direction that people weren't expecting. And I loved it for all those reasons. First and foremost, watching that for the first time when it came out and that opening scene where a dude's babysitting that kid and
crazy.
Holy shit! How I had to
talking
pick
about a what the fuck.
Oh, bro! How I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. I was house sitting for my sister because they released it day and date on Peacock while it was in theaters. So I watched it on Peacock at my sister's house, and I always meant to go and see it in theaters after the fact, and I never got around to it. But that opening scene alone sold me. I was like, holy shit. That might be the craziest thing I've ever seen in a Halloween movie. Like, wow.
Oh, for sure.
Up there with the kill in Halloween Kills where he fucking kicks the door into the bitch's gun. And she shoots herself in the face.
That is funny.
That was a fun time. But Halloween Ends was when I finally was like, okay, I get it. I see what they're doing with this trilogy of movies. And it's like, the whole reason a lot of people fell off with it is because they want Michael Myers. They think this is all about Michael Myers. And it was never about Michael Myers. Like, this whole little saga, if you want to include the original Halloween with this trilogy, it's a saga about evil.
Yeah.
Evil as an entity. And once that clicked with me, watching Halloween Ends, it really made me enjoy the trilogy that much more.
Right.
Because it is. Halloween 2018 is about evil manifested as a entity, as a being. Michael Myers being that being,
right.
And you get all of that in the first movie. You get the Halloween movie that you're there for. The second movie is very much about the spread of evil and how quickly it can, just spread through a community and the way it affects a community. And then the third one, and they even, kind of make the point. There's even a line near the end of like, you can't kill evil, it just changes shape. And so it's like the transference of evil, the transformation of evil from Michael Myers into this new guy. And like, so when everybody's bitching about like, why did this punk ass kid come in and start kicking Michael Myers around? Like, that's bullshit. Blah, 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 blah. Well, especially rewatching it this time around, it ain't all that serious, because I feel like it's one of those things where, again, as a movie about evil, it's clearly this struggle of like, evil is like thinking about taking this kid on as the new Michael Myers.
Right.
And there's that transference of evil going on. But at the end of the day, Michael Myers is like, no, I'm far more a vessel for evil than you are, and stomps that fucking kid out when the time came. And it totally makes sense. I feel like everything that happens in that movie makes total sense to the story that they are telling.
Yeah. It's
not about Michael Myers. It's about evil, and I dig the shit out of that. I think it's a very cool concept. I've also decided that Halloween Ends, there's 3 Halloween movies that all make up like a special club together, I think. And that's Halloween Ends, and I never thought about this until the other night watching this. Halloween Ends, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 are all these like out there storylines,
right,
in the Halloween world, where it's just like, yeah, this is what we usually do, but we're gonna do this time.
We're gonna mix things up,
and I don't mind it. I don't mind it when any of them do that. But yeah, this was the first time I got to watch it since the trilogy ended, and watch them back to back as a trilogy, knowing where it's all going. And I really enjoyed it this time around this way. But yes, my hot takes are that 2018's bullshit, Halloween Kills is the best, and Halloween Ends is a damn fine movie.
Oh yeah, those are some hot takes.
Yeah, because so I'm curious, since you have seen these, what was your opinion on all these? Loved it, man.
I feel like
just like everybody else.
I don't know, I feel like I enjoyed 2018, but like with what you were saying, with like there would have been a great part 2 to the original movie. So then when he came back after being burned alive in a house, I was just like, oh, okay. So I feel like I don't really remember a whole lot of Halloween Kills. I just know that he was getting beat up by the whole town.
At the end.
And then he gets up and just starts slashing people like that. Kind of, I was just like, meh. I thought that Halloween Ends was fine. Like, I also didn't really understand why people were bitching as much as they were. Because it's not over. It'll never be over. No. You can't have good without evil.
Right.
And evil will live on.
Yep.
So, I don't, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But as someone who also hasn't seen all the Halloween movies and stuff like that, I don't know. I'd have to...
Right, yeah.
I'd have to go through my Halloween marathon one of these days and really be able to formulate an opinion and kind of see where I stand with it all at the end of the day.
Halloween Kills is just a fucking blasty blast to me. Like, it's having the most fun, I feel like, while also
and that's a big
being
component
scary.
For you.
There you go. No fucking wonder it's my favorite. I love like the gay couple that's moved into the Myers house in that one. Big John and Little John.
Oh yeah,
I love it. I love their whole like dynamic. They're a lot of fun. Yeah, I fuck with it.
Hell yeah. Was that? Well, that's what you got.
Getting rusty.
I'm just getting tired.
You thought I was fucking joking when I said we were going to record this late.
Yeah.
Some joke.
So funny. My last vampire movie is Abigail.
Hell yeah. Okay.
I enjoyed it.
It was
I
enjoyable.
thought the girl did a good job as Abigail. It was fine. Nothing really. I didn't think it was bad, but it wasn't like, you haven't seen Abigail?
Right, yeah.
You know, so it's just.
I feel you.
It was fine.
I feel you. I kind of feel the same way.
Yeah.
It was good. I mean, I really would. If
I
somebody
liked
was
it.
like,
I'd watch it again,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna be
if
the poster
somebody
child.
said, you want to watch this? I'd be like, yeah, I want to watch this.
Yeah,
This is-
sure.
yeah. It's a lot of fun.
But I'm not like the poster child for.
Actually, it's kind of
Abigail.
funny because I feel like we just kind of loop back around because the guys who did Ready or Not did Abigail.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, fun cast.
It was a fun
Yeah.
cast. I do like Dan Stevens.
I love me some Dan Stevens. You know.
Fucking the dude that played Gus was in there. And popped up for a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was also in the Maze Runner movies.
Oh,
So that was a nice little
Giancarlo
surprise as well.
Esposito.
So yeah, it's cool.
Well, how many you got left?
I have
Oh, God.
7.
7. Fuck me. Well, then you go ahead and pop some off there, bud.
And I will do so happily. Just let me know when you want me to stop. Well, one that I'll just knock out because it's already been talked about on the podcast before. I rewatched Heretic.
Okay.
Still enjoyed it. That was a good film.
Fantastic. Philly speed rounds. Hasty hazing.
So there's that. One movie that you might be surprised that I watched. Because as long as we've been friends, I've never seen this movie. And it was The Evil Dead, the original.
No fucking shit. Well, I'm glad to hear that you finally fucking watched it.
Never saw
It
them.
may. There's the strongest possibility that it might be one of the most influential films ever on me.
Yes. And so I finally decided to watch it.
And what'd you think?
I liked it. It was fun.
Fantastic.
I thought about watching the other ones, but I might save them for the season of the sequel. But
Shit, at this point, might as well.
yeah. So, but yeah, that's
See, you've got like more fun sequels to look forward to.
I
Next year.
do. I do. have
Mine,
fun.
I have. I'm going on a fucking adventure next year. I'm walking into some shit next year, and I know it. Because I'm pretty caught up on a lot of these other sequels that you're throwing out here. But I'm like, if I'm going into the sequels I've never seen before, there's just some shit waiting for me.
Yeah, there's some that I might not necessarily be looking forward to. It just depends on how
But
hard I
hey,
want to go on it too.
You never know. Sometimes you get a ginger snaps tea. Sometimes you get a ginger snaps back. You know.
Yeah, you can never be too careful.
But you're only going to learn if you roll the dice. I mean,
That-
the thirst. Lost Boys, the thirst. You know.
And I've seen the first two. I didn't even realize there was a third one. So now
but it turned out, hey, it was all right.
Now I'm gonna have to watch it. And there's some where it's like I could watch the sequel, but if it's like a franchise, I'm like, do I just watch the whole franchise?
Right.
because that means I have to watch all the Hellraisers.
Oh God.
But
Oh God. You know, I'm gonna save that for the end. I'm gonna see how many sequels I got before I get around to watching fucking Hellraiser movies.
yeah,
I'm good.
yeah, I wasn't really impressed with the
I'd
first
rather
one,
watch a bunch of bullshit 2s and 3s of other movies before I even attempt to watch like 6 or 7 Hellraiser movies.
Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah.
I watched Incident at Ghostland. It was a recommendation.
Incident at Ghostland.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it was an interesting film. I will say, if you kind of like enjoy like your psychological thrillers, I'd check it out. I didn't think it was too bad.
I don't even think I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's about like these people who go and like they'll like kill them like the parents and then like keep the daughters. And so this family of a single mom and her 2 daughters move into this house.
What could go wrong?
And they get attacked, and then like the daughter, like the mom, helped them or whatever. And so then she like goes off to be this writer, and then she goes back to the same house to help her sister, who just doesn't seem to be handling the situation as well, and it's kind of cuckoo bananas. And so shit happens. I'll say that. I don't want to give anything away, but it was pretty decent. It was pretty decent. It'd be worth the watch if you're just wanting to throw something on.
Oh, yeah.
Another one that I watched was Feardotcom.
Okay.
And so this was a little trilogy of Incident at Ghostland, Heretic, and then Fear.com. So Incident was recommended. So I recommended Heretic. And then we're like, do you just want to watch this one? And it's like, sure. Because never in a million years would I have thought I would have sat down and watched Fear.com.
Really?
Yeah, it was just never on my radar of flicks to see.
It's one, I really don't know anything about it, but I've stumbled upon it a few times, and I've thought about watching it.
It's fine. It's an early 2000 movie.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like you go to this website, and then...
What's the website?
Fear.com.
Oh.
But what's really annoying, it's
fear.com.com.
Yes. A huge gripe.
I actually just saw that somewhere for some fucking reason.
It was, yeah, when I saw that happen for the first time, I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I was like, really? But it's fine. So it's like, you go to this website, and then like you see like you'll die by like your greatest fear in like 2 days or upon seeing the website or whatever. And so again, hate hordes or swarms.
Yeah.
And there was one lady who
also hated swarms.
Apparently, because she got like hunted down by a bunch of cockroaches, and it fucked me up. I was like, oh. And then there is that. So now I got 3 more.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll just do one real quick because
technically 4 because I still have my surprise.
Jesus Christ! Oh, so there's still a surprise?
There's the surprise that I never revealed.
Holy
I texted you
shit.
and said I have a surprise for you.
I thought we'd maybe surpass the surprise at this point.
You would think that the Evil Dead might have been the surprise.
Yeah.
But there's more.
Wow. Okay.
I have 2 surprises for you.
Wow. Okay. Well then, real quick, real lickety split like, I'm gonna flip flop some things. I watched, continuing my Halloween movies. Watch Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Nice.
It's no secret. We've talked about it before on the show. It was the horror movie that got me into horror movies. One of our earliest movie watching experiences, if not the first. It was definitely very, very early on in our friendship. We watched this movie. I enjoy it. I guess I will say this time around, like, you know, for the people who make the complaint of, like, I mean, it's very much, it is Rob Zombie's Halloween. There's John Carpenter's Halloween, and then there's Rob Zombie's Halloween. And, I mean, the movies I usually just watch the unrated cut, and it's 2 hours long. And of those 2 hours, at least the first hour is completely Rob Zombie's vision, you know? And then even after that point, you are still getting Rob Zombie's rendition of things until close to the end of the movie, where it starts kind of narrowing down back into like the Halloween that you know, but still with that Rob Zombie flair. And I'm just like, I don't know. I like it. As his own vision, as his own thing, I dig it.
Hell yeah.
We'll pick back up with old Rob Zombie's Halloweens next time.
Hell yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Now it's my turn?
Yeah. I really technically only have the one thing left. So.
Gotcha. What, do you just want to knock out the rest of my movies?
Go
You can do
for
your
it.
movie and
Sure.
then you got your surprise?
Sure. Sounds great. Because I got one hot take left.
So I watched Children of the Corn.
OG Children of the Corn?
Yep. And that's another one where it's like, do I want to watch 6 of these?
Yeah, 6.
Isn't there like 5 or some shit like that?
So there's too many of them. I know.
I know there's more than 2.
Oh, most definitely.
My hot
5 sounded like a small number. Was
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
My hot take is South Park did it better.
That's funny.
But it was fine. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's
another one I'm sure will come up once I read it.
Yeah, because it's like because it was fine, and then there's like, it's something that I know about, from what I understand about Stephen King movies and stuff like that, or books, his books in general, is that sometimes there's like a supernatural element to them.
Yeah.
Or can be.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't expecting it for like for this. I was just like,
this is your first time seeing it?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I live by cornfields. I refused to watch it growing up.
Well, here's my thing. That was one that I watched very early on, around those, you know, Rob Zombie Halloween days, when I would like order movies from the library just based on like, okay, what are like the big horror movies? Like, what are classic horror movies that everybody talks about? Children of the Corn came up on that list a lot, so I watched that really early on too. And the thing that always stood out to me about that was, one, yes, the cornfields, but also it was in Gatlin.
Yeah.
We lived in Catlin.
Yeah.
And that one always...
Outlander!
That's what we should start doing to people.
Ugh, funny. Another one that I watched, I don't have much more else to say on Children of the Corn.
Okay.
The Devil Wears Prada.
Okay,
which is a scary title, not necessarily a scary movie.
Right.
First time I've ever seen it.
Never seen it, I don't think. No.
Yeah, it was decent. Meryl Streep killed it.
Yeah, that's all I hear.
And
sequels come around the corner next year.
Really?
Yeah.
The Devil Still Wears Prada?
I actually think that's what it's called. I feel like I've heard somebody call it that, so I don't know if that's the official title or not.
But it was good. I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
I had a fun time. I watched that today, actually.
Oh, wow.
Same with Children of the Corn. I was actually finishing up Children of the Corn before I came over here.
I mean, in fairness, you did say you were going to watch a shit ton of movies today, so...
I got 2 in so far. But I also wasn't planning on recording today.
Right.
So, and the last one that I have, and it's a train movie, but I didn't want to say it because I also wanted this kind of be a surprise. A movie that I never, ever anticipated watching, and that's Hostel.
Okay.
Because that is not my thing.
No.
I don't like body parts being chopped and stuff like that.
No,
it's just
that's
never
exclusively what that movie is.
And that's why that was the movie where the second half of it, I was just like, stink face the whole fucking time. I'm like, I don't like this. I made a comment. I was like, this is the most scared I've been all fucking year. I'm like, Jesus. Ugh.
Just unpleasant.
It is. And it honestly wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be as a child. I'm like,
for sure.
It's just a nonstop torture. That's how I anticipated. What's crazy is that the first half of the movie, like, is the build up to them even going to like the hostel.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm just like, damn. A lot of build up. And I will say this. I think it's the most titties I've ever seen in a movie in my entire life. There was so much titties that almost...
Outside of This Is Not Hostel XXX, but...
But I'm just like, good God. I'm like, because like every other scene was like titties. I'm like...
Titties, chopped arms.
Yeah, it's like, here's a bunch of titties. We'll reward you, and now we're going to punish you.
You goddamn sinners.
And so
look at all those titties.
It was good. I'm ready to watch part 2.
Yeah, I never got around to watching the part 3 because it was like a straight to DVD deal. But I've seen the first 2.
Now I have to watch the third one as well.
Part 3 is one of those like season of the sequel movies where I'm just like, God damn it. Got that, Sinister 2, Woman in Black 2, like I'm just not thrilled. But that being said, there's some I'm looking forward to. Like speaking of the Shudder like TV thing, I turned it on and Demons was playing that I talked about last year around this time. I haven't watched Demons 2, but I hear, hey, if you like Demons, you're gonna like Demons 2. So I'm digging it. I'm excited about that. It's not all bad.
Hell yeah.
For season of the sequel.
No. There's going to be a mixed bag.
For sure. Hidden gems.
Some of it's going to feel like a chore. And that's okay.
Yeah. I like to think it's not going to get to the point where I got to watch Hellraiser.
No, I think you can find enough sequels to put that off.
I'll fill my 31. I will go out of my way. I'll find the craziest sequels. I ain't doing it. I ain't watching Hellraiser.
I'll end up watching the last Candyman since I've watched the other 3, but I didn't watch the remake.
Oh, yeah.
I'll finish off that franchise.
There you go. Is this a sequel?
No, but...
well, technically... It's a sequel in the same way that Halloween 2018 is a sequel.
I gotcha.
So it's like, if there was only ever Candyman and Candyman, there's your 2-parter.
Gotcha. Well, I'll still have to watch it. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were the rest of my movies.
Those were the ones. Nice. Okay, well, I rewatched... It from 2017 and 2019.
Nice.
Chapters 1 and 2. Because that new show came out today.
Yeah, welcome to Dairy, whatever.
Yeah. Fuck, yeah. Yeah, so I've been telling myself all October, like, oh yeah, I'm going to rewatch those before that comes out. Because I'm a big fan of the book. But here's the hot take. I don't think I like these movies. I really
don't think you would be alone in that.
I don't think I'd be alone, but...
You might be in the minority.
I might be in the minority, for sure, because it was one of those things that even as I was rewatching them, I've seen the first one a few times at this point, but like... I'm like, I've never not felt this way about this movie. Like, even since the first time I saw these movies, I thought, I don't know if I like these. The very first time I saw It Chapter 1 in theaters, I remember texting a buddy of mine, and we were talking about it. And he was pretty hype on it. And I remember being like, yeah, I don't know. It was okay. I wasn't super crazy about it. And he had asked me...
do you like movies?
He goes, well, I'm sure that's what some people are thinking after listening to this episode. It's like, God damn, first Halloween 2018, now he's going for It? What a piece of shit. but he likes Halloween Ends and Madam Web like a dickhead. But I actually almost said that earlier about Honey Don't. I was like, I should watch it just because I have a tendency to like these movies that people are like, nah, fuck that.
I feel like if you watch Honey Don't and you came back and you're like, I really enjoyed that, I'd be like, that would be like endless being my second movie. That's my reaction. Really? That one worked for you.
Yeah, but Driveway Dolls didn't. But he asked me, he goes, how could they have possibly done it any better? And at the time, I don't think I really had a true answer. I just knew they could have.
Right.
And I don't even think I had read the book at that point. Like, truly. Like, not all the way through. But I did finish the book before... Well, at least I believe I finished the book before I saw Part 2, when that came out. And even when I saw Part 2 in theaters, I was like, I just don't know, man. Like, I remembered liking Part 2 a little better when I saw it in theaters. This time around, I just didn't give a fuck. I just didn't, you know, as I was watching it, and I finally feel like, oh man, ain't that a bummer? You used up all your trains, bud.
Damn.
Ain't that a bitch?
I didn't think I'd have more than like the 5 that I gave.
Busy night for trains, I guess. Sunday night trains. But yeah, now I feel like I got an answer for him. I feel like I know a lot of different ways that it could have been a better movie.
Right.
Because like I said, I really enjoy the book. Something that rubbed me the wrong way from the jump when that first movie came out was that they split everything the way that they did. Like, because in the book and in the original miniseries, it jumps back and forth between the two things. And this one, they're like, okay, well, we'll do all the kids stuff in the first one, and we'll do all the adult stuff in the second one. But not even. They jump back and forth a little bit in the second one. So I'm like, well, why the fuck would you not have just done the whole thing like this? Because now, especially, I really put my finger on it this time around watching it. It feels like I'm watching the same fucking movie 2 times.
Yeah,
and they're long. They're not short movies. They're not short movies.
Like what, 2.5?
Oh, the first one's just a smidge over 2, and the second one's nearly 3 goddamn hours for no fucking reason. And, like, at least not in the way that I feel like they utilize their time. I did not think it was worth it.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's a long story, but, like, you know, it didn't need to be like this. I think that is a detriment. The fact that it does not jump back and forth. I think that's why the book works so well. I think that's why the miniseries works. It's because you get to understand why the 2 stories are as connected as they are, and see the ebb and flow of like them getting their memories back and like, you know, going back into their childhood and shit like that. Like, I think that's a big one. I think another thing that doesn't work for me is, again, in a weird kind of full circle situation where like Stephen King inspired Stranger Things, and now here's Stranger Things inspiring the way they do it. And it's like Stranger Things was the big shit at the time.
Right.
So they're like, ooh, well, what if we updated the book and set it to where, like, the kids are in the 80s and then the adults are modern. And it's just like, okay, I guess. But I was already, in 2017, so sick of the kids in the 80s thing. Like, doing the Stranger Things thing all the fucking time everywhere. That, like, I don't know, it didn't work for me. And even still, after rewatching them, I'm like, I wish they just did the whole thing as a period piece. I wish they had stuck with like the kids in the 50s and then the adults in the 80s. Like, I feel like that would have made it more interesting too. The fucking CGI, I hate it. The movie feels like a fun house, but not in
a fun way.
Like, nice. It really doesn't. It feels like it feels like if Empty Calories was a movie, like, this is it. Like, this is like the Empty Calories of film. Where it's just
fluff.
It's just fluff, man. It's literally just fluff. And it's just like a lot of like these things that should be really fucking scary What?
The train's on one.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Angry ass train. I don't know. For a lot of the moments that should have been like scary or whatever, like because of the way they do it, like with the CGI and stuff,
Kind of
like
loses you a little bit.
it loses me a lot of it. And like a lot of the like designs for the monsters and stuff look so like Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark had the same type of like CGI and monster design. In that, it works. It makes sense, you know? But it did not feel right to me. Like, it just didn't feel like... It wasn't scary, you know? Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark is a legitimate, scary horror movie, but it's still angled for kids, you know? Even if they're teenagers. Like, it's still, like, what it's for. Whereas it is through and through an adult story. And, like, I don't know. The way that I do feel like it feels more like a studio horror movie. Like it is 100% Warner Brothers is making the calls on this one for sure, because it feels that way. It feels so polished to the point where like I just don't dig it.
Yeah,
and,
I can understand.
And especially this time around, I'm like, if I'm going to put this much time into watching it, I'd probably rather just watch the 90s one.
Never seen it.
And then even at that point, I'd almost just rather read the fucking book. You know?
Hell yeah. I feel you.
Yeah. That's my hot take on it.
What's your hot take on it?
A lot of people really fucked with them, but not me. Not so much.
I'll have to reevaluate how I feel about them.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your surprise?
Let's do it.
And I get to sneak it in. There's trains involved. I've watched.
You sneaky bastard!
I watched the first 2 seasons of The Bear.
Oh my god! What a pleasant surprise! And there's so many trains involved.
There are a lot of trains.
Oh, you made me. Is this why there was another train that passed by? Was this part of the surprise?
I timed it perfectly.
Oh wow!
But yes, I did finally finished the first season and watched all of the second one through its entirety.
Fantastic. I thought you seemed like a different man when you showed up. I thought you seem like somebody whose life has been profoundly changed because you made it through the second season of The Bear.
And I will say, I felt like, because the person I watched it with also said that like season 2 of The Bear is like the best season of television she's ever watched.
It's up there.
And so there's a lot of hype going into this second season. So the first couple episodes, it's getting a little underwhelmed.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's a little bit of a slow burn. I'm like, yes, these episodes are good and we're starting to get more involved in the character. We have the stakes now. Like, I see where this is all heading. And so, but it was definitely fun to watch. I almost cried.
Fucking almost. Goddamn.
And that season finale where he's locked in the walk-in, and then he accidentally tells his girlfriend that he doesn't want to be with her anymore. And then he listens to that fucking voicemail.
It's rough.
And then I was about to start tearing up right now. And she was like, I just really wanted to say that I love you. And he just like dropped the phone and just like,
Well, season 2 also has that Thanksgiving episode or whatever.
Yes, the high octane
fucking
episode.
God, dude.
Stressed me out.
Bro.
Way too much overlap for me. A lot of dishes clinking around, a lot of people just yelling over each other, and it made me anxious. I already don't like being in a room if people are fighting, and I felt like someone strapped me to a chair and said, "Listen to my problems."
Right. I've always said that watching that episode for the first time, I always thought of Tom Hanks at the end of Captain Phillips when he got off the boat. And I swear to God, that's how I felt, because like he just gets off that boat and he just falls apart and just starts sobbing. That episode ended, and I paused it and I sat on the couch and just sobbed for like fucking 5 minutes straight. I was just like, oh my God, like that was so much.
It was so intense. She drove through the house.
Fucking insane.
Crazy. I'd say probably one of my favorite episodes. I think it was called Forks or Spoons.
Is that the one with Richie?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He wears suits. That's his thing now.
That's my thing now. Dude, like, I cannot even begin to express how much I fucking love Richie.
And then, like, because that was, like, the follow-up to the Thanksgiving episode.
Uh-huh.
And so, it's, like, the first time you really got to see him with his baby mama.
Yeah.
Like, interact. And it's like, damn. They really did love each other. Like, and so then for, like, it to go to the way it did. Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, when he called her, and it was like, hey, you know, like, he finally was finding himself again, and he was like, you know, maybe it's time to reach out. And then she told him that she was engaged to her boyfriend. And like, you could tell
you haven't met the boyfriend yet, have you?
No, not to my knowledge. Fuck. So yeah, because he like invited them to, like, oh, we can all go do this together, and she was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm engaged. It was like, because it was like that moment where it's like she's been waiting this from him for all these years, and he's finally stepping up a day late and a dollar short.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I'm just like, fuck.
Anytime I start watching season 1 of The Bear with somebody who's never seen it before, knowing where this is all going, like at the, you know, so far, like how these characters develop so much just from season 1 to season 2, and it's like people are like, oh, fuck Tina, fuck Richie. I'm like, fuck you. You got no idea what the fuck you're talking about. These people are great. Richie's like my favorite fucking character. I mean,
Tina. What I fell in love with Tina so much was like, just like the genuine like appreciation for what the restaurant was doing for her.
I will say those two, you're only gonna grow to love them more.
You know, so I'm happy with it. It was, you know, I was waiting for Richie to jump in and man the orders. I'm like, this is his bread and butter. And he was like, 5 minutes, start the timer.
Something I love, too, like moving forward in the seasons, is it's almost like they always know what characters you really fucked with, and they always bring them back, you know? It's like now they're kind of a little bit more involved, you know? And, like, it's just fun. Like, it's funny, because, like, you start watching the show for Carmen, but I'm fully in it for Richie at this point. I'm like, tell me more about what's going down with Richie. Hey, cousin. Fucking, God, it really is just such a great show. But I'd agree with whoever about season 2 of The Bear being one of the best seasons of television I've seen. Yeah, for sure. If I had a pantheon, it'd be up there with the first season of True Detective.
That's like my number 1.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, definitely enjoyed it. She said that she almost kind of pulled a you, where she enjoyed season 2 so much that she just stopped watching it because she just wanted it to like just be this thing that's like been untainted by the rest of the show. So
I feel that.
So I'm gonna have to and we haven't been watching the 3rd season, so I'm like, hey, can we start watching The Bear again? I'm like, because I told her, I was like, I'll watch it without you. Like, if you really only want to watch, because she was like, I'll watch season 2 with you. Yeah. Like, just season 2? And so I'll give her until December. If we haven't watched a single episode before December, I'm watching it without her.
New episodes in June, baby.
I'll give her a heads up.
Well, I will say this. Because, you know, we didn't get the heads up. We just had to ride through it since I was, like, up to date at that point. Well, I feel like I kind of jumped in on the ground floor with The Bear. I think when the first season came out, I was like, I watched it, like, as soon as it came out. And I was like, oh, shit, I really like this. And I was, like, the sole person who was watching The Bear amongst my peers at the time. And, you know, since then, it's crazy because I know it's such a beloved show. But, like, I never fucking seem to meet people who watch The Bear. But, oh my gosh. I can feel you shaking from here. Season 3 slows shit down significantly. But then when we watched season 4, we were like, oh, okay, got it. Like season 3, like you could not have season 4 without season 3 for sure. Season 3 is very much a setup for all the payoff of season 4. And yeah, if they do season 5 and they call it quits, I'd be perfectly fine with that. Like, I really don't know how far they can take this show before like ruining what they got going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good shit. Damn good television. I know another moment I really enjoy in season 2. I think his name's Marcus.
The one that went to wherever.
Yes, when he goes to Copenhagen, that episode where he goes to Copenhagen
with William Poulter.
Yes,
who was in several movies I watched.
Yes,
because he was in The Maze Runner. He was in that, and he was also in. He was in something else too.
Well, what's funny is that speaking of Will Poulter and
he was in Warfare.
Yep. Speaking of Will Poulter and True Detective, originally when they first started making it, the director of it was the guy who made the first season of True Detective, and Pennywise the Clown was being played by Will Poulter. And,
nice.
And so when they both dropped out of the movie, that also started me being like, I don't know about this movie, guys. That scene when he goes, that whole episode when he goes to Copenhagen and has his own kind of episode. I thought that episode was very beautiful, but for some reason, there's a part of that episode that really made me teary eyed when he comes across the guy who crashed his bike.
Oh yeah,
and he helps him up.
There's really barbed wire or whatever.
Even since going back and rewatching that episode, I'm like, why did this get to me the way it did the first time? But it did, man. It just really got me, and it made me very emotional. But season 2 made me spill a lot of tears. That's for goddamn sure. But they got their moments in season 3 and 4 too. Where, they get you. They fucking know just how to get you. There are times where I'm looking over at Belle and we're both just silently sobbing. We're just tears streaming down our face. What a pleasant surprise. Yes.
I'm glad you liked it.
I was. It was a good surprise. I never would have guessed.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You've been pushing it for years.
I have.
And I've just been neglecting you.
Well, yes, because you usually watch recommendations, so you'd have to be neglecting me.
But yeah, that was, I think that's pretty much wrapped
11/11, make a wish, bud.
Is it really 11?
It sure is.
Golly.
Yeah. I wish we were done recording. Guess what?
We are.
Wish granted. So, there's our catch up, and we still have a week left in October. As per usual, we'll finish up all of our Halloween stuff and get back to you at the beginning of November. So,
Until then,
thanks for going on this journey with us.
Yes.
Peace.
Thank you. Later.